I read the entire Bible this year in 2024, and I'm going to give you just a few tips to help make sure you read all of your Bible in 2025. I actually had a lot of people reach out. I've made this type of video a few times over the years of me creating YouTube videos, and I'm just going to update this a little bit. I'm really grateful. I've had a lot of feedback today, the last day of the year, people saying, hey, I finished my Bible because of your technique. So I have just a few principles and mindsets that help me read my entire Bible. So let me share them with you as quick as possible. Number one is I make sure I have a note-taking Bible so that I can mark some things on the side. Pretty much every page you'll see in this Bible has been marked. I have notes, and my notes on the side are prayers to God. So it's me addressing him, asking him questions. I also make sure I have 4 of these pens. They're scattered in my office right now. Green, blue, red, and black. I get the Pilot G2.38 because it's thin enough. It's my favorite pen to write. It took me forever to finally find this pen, so that's another tip. And I make sure I interact with the scriptures by writing it down, circling, underlining, really wrestling with the text, or in the Hebrew language, haggahing the text, meditating on it, chewing it like a dog chews on a bone with unhurried delight. The other thing I do is I get a new Bible every year. It's a great way to mark a new season, and it kind of helps me feel more accomplished, and also there's just an excitement about something new. I think I took that from John Piper years ago. He would say, if you're feeling dry, buy a new Bible. So I always make sure I get a new Bible. I actually switch around translations just so I can get familiar with the different phrases so I don't fall into a rut. And so that's what Jason Mayfield gave me this Bible this year, and I used it to complete my reading. Another main hack is I always have to remind myself, reading the scriptures, and this is in my book, The Non-Anxious Pastor, reading the scriptures is not about marking off tallies for God. It's about marking out time with God. And for that reason, the heartbeat of it, as an overachiever who loves to fulfill tasks, I had to put down the reading plan. I had to no longer have a checklist, because what I would do is I would rush and make sure I was accomplishing the task rather than accompanying with God in my time. To put it another way, it's less about a reading plan. It's more about a reading pace. I learned this when I started to run. I was discouraged because I was trying to run 7-minute miles. And the big thing was I was trying to do long distance as well to get ready for a half marathon that I never ran. Don't judge me. But actually, Casey Neistat, a YouTuber, gave this advice that I applied to my Bible reading. He said, don't focus so much on distance, just focus on duration. So in other words, instead of saying, I'm going to run a 5K today, I just say, I'm going to run for 30 minutes today. And if I happen to hit a 5K, incredible, I'm improving. If it was 1 mile, that's fine. I put in the time. And so I took that with my Bible reading. So I would encourage you, I'm quite confident if you just give the Lord at least 15 minutes every single day, I'm pretty sure you will just finish the Bible. Because I think sometimes you need to spend 15 minutes on one verse, and other times you get to spend 30 minutes running through 15 chapters, and it was a joy. And so just allow that, remind yourself the point of scriptures to have a with God life, to encounter the God of the Bible. So when I made it about the time and not about the tallies, I wound up actually fulfilling all the tallies that I needed. That's my last tip. I don't have a reading plan, but what I do is pretty simple. I pick an Old Testament book, I read through it. Then I go to the New Testament book and I read through it. And then I jump back and forth, never really that much in order, just kind of discerning where God has me, but I don't go to a new book until I finish the book I've read. And that's simply it. And I have finished my Bible most years, and it was never because I had a reading plan. Hope that encourages you. Comment below if this has helped you in the past. Comment below if you plan on using this in the future. Thank you for watching today's video. This is the video I think you should watch. This is the video YouTube says you should watch.